Let's go. I've got it open right in front of me. No excuse. No excuse. There we go. Alright. Let me make sure I got everything adjusted here. Oh, is my volume up real high too? But, I actually almost started crying. It's very easily to get emotionally attached to things that you liked, even, you know, in, like, junior high school or whatever. And like I said, when I was in, like, the fucking 7th grade, I was so fucking lost in the sauce with, like, the first 2 Ace Attorney games, like... there's definitely an ongoing theme of that, especially in my childhood, where it's just like, this is all I thought, talked, or, you know... this is all I thought about, this is all I talked about, this is all I fucking... what do you say, like, I ate, slept, and breathed Ace Attorney at that time, so... Anyway, Turnabout Beginnings. The girl. Let her go! Ooh, spooky! Shut up! Come closer, and I kill her! Sorry. But you're not going to... God, that text is slow. You're not going to get the chance. Bang! Clown Depot, thanks for following. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. This game is supposed to be taking place in 2018, right? And this is what computers be looking like? I mean, alright. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. "6 years earlier, Mia Fey, first trial! Ooh! Clown Depot in the chat. Hey, I just finished streaming the first half of Deltarune Repainted. I'm not sure how involved you were with that, but at the very least, thanks a ton for organizing a community for this stuff. Oh yeah, I'm probably like the last person to thank for it. I was just there for the second half of the stream of that. I was not super involved at all, but I definitely will extend the thanks to other members of Games Repainted. I was there to voice Homestar Runner in the second half, at the very end. I was there, but yeah, I'll totally extend that thank you. Deltarune Repainted was pretty fucking sick, I have to say. Yeah. Anyway, let's start playing this game. I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm gonna die. I never should have accepted this case. Good morning! Don't be so jumpy, Mia. I didn't do nothing! I swear, I didn't kill nobody! Terry Fowles, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now, a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? Whoa! Choo-choo, yeah! Clown Depot, thank you for the subscription! Fuck yeah! Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I didn't do nothing! I didn't kill nobody! I never lie! I didn't escape from nowhere! But Mr. Fowles, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago, and your name is fucking Fowles. Like, what is with his face? It sure is a face. You know? Sorry. I told a little lie. Oh, boy. But anyway, I didn't do it! I never killed nobody! Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? I'm really, really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you! That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty! I swear it! I didn't kill her! I could never do that! 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Fowles did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. He did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left. She was alive! It's true! I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. I don't know who's saying ha here. Wait, is there a scar on his face or like a couple? It looks like there's like oh, what do you call it? Like a barbed wire marks. Not even like scars, but like tattooed to his face. Like he's got like barbed wire indented into his face. Eating the ball and chain, huh? Yeah, I don't think that can be too good for his teeth. Oh, that's who was saying ha. You're not gonna figure out the truth just by staring at the guy. Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where is Mr. Grossberg? That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney at Grossberg Law Offices, is here for me? No. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to take this case. Imagine, an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though. I wonder whoever this man could be. If it's not blatantly obvious already, just, you know, think about it for a minute. Just think on it real hard. Relax, I just heard some good news. The prosecutor for today is fresh out his diapers as well. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned the reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. I wonder who that could be. Whoever could that be? Genius? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice... I don't think I made his voice that childlike, but whatever you say, Mia. I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth. Oh yeah, full disclosure, it's storming outside for me, so if the stream suddenly dies or something, it's possible my power went out. I think the storm is past now, but I figure I should just say something while I'm here. Before it goes out and everyone's like, Mika was shot! Fuck, did I give a voice to the other judge? I said he's Canadian, canonically, but I don't know how to do a Canadian accent. Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Fowles. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand lawyers for both sides are newcomers? Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So, you're the new prosecutor everyone's talking about, eh? So you said, Canadian. Say aboot a lot and apologize a bunch. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been to Canada probably like 6 times in my life. And I hate to be that guy, but sometimes you do the thing where like you bump into somebody at the grocery store or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, and then you're like, oh my god, they said the thing. They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. I guess our little kitten hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Gee, I wonder who that could be. Is it blatantly obvious enough yet who that guy is? Come on, Mia. You can't lose, not to someone younger than you. How old is Mia at this point? I don't remember. Youngworth. Holy shit, it's baby Edgeworth. It sure fucking is. Edgeworth is now 20 years old. A tiny baby. And Mia is... Where's Mia doesn't get a profile? Alright, sweet. 27, 23, 25. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. Way to keep it frank. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon, is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant is not on trial for escaping prison. On the day that the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Fowles was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Age deceased. Wait, did it say that for that girl again? No, it didn't. Okay, so like when we were looking at Mia's profile before in this game, it just puts age deceased. But for Valerie Hawthorne, she was 23. Uh-huh. I think that they probably were just too lazy to calculate how old Mia should be at that point. So they were just like, fuck it. Just put deceased. It's not important. It's okay if they're recently dead. If they're not recently dead, then fuck it. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor, it was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Fowles, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct. But in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. Youngworth! Youngworth! I'm sorry, he looks so baby right there. And yet so thick. A witness's testimony. The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Fowles at the scene and later testified against him. She said she witnessed Mr. Fowles throw his young victim into the river. Do a flip. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in there are never recovered. So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. The policewoman you just mentioned, that wouldn't be. Wait until there's a game starring Babysworth and an even younger Edgeworth. Well, I mean, there is a video game where you're Edgeworth, but Youngworth's animations are exceptionally Von Karma, if you haven't noticed. Oh yeah, I guess that's worth pointing out, but yeah. They really wanted to make sure to reinforce, like, hey, remember, Von Karma taught him everything he knows, including how to pose, apparently. Exactly, the victim, the same woman that was killed 2 days ago, Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Ah! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. And dress. Oh yeah, also the way he dresses is very, Von Karma. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. Wow, cool. Wait a minute, that's not right! At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Faye. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Oh, God. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Yeah, but raised by a total tight ass. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. Just fucking slap Edgeworth on the back like, this baby can hold so much fucking PTSD. God. It's true, though. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. Oh. He looks the same, he's just got a different coat. It's so cute. Young Shu! Young Shu! Young Shu! Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe. Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir. I finally got promoted to detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am, you got an idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Oh yeah, I should also preface this by saying, if there's some things I've forgotten, it's been, God, probably like 8 years or so since I've played this game over, like in full over again. If there's a total memory lapse I've had where I don't remember parts of this game, yeah, this is where that starts. The things I remember are very far in between. Why does he have a bandage? Does he have a scar he doesn't like? I don't know, maybe. Or maybe he just literally cuts himself shaving in the same spot every single day. For years. He's got like a mole there or something, and every single day he's like, oh, I shouldn't shave over this, it'll start bleeding, and then he's like, fuck! Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. Okay, I got it. Now, Detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. Does the name sound familiar? It should. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir, I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. Quite chivalrous. Oh yeah, calling a lady gorgeous when they're in the middle of a courtroom. Girl, you thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. I think about that line way too often when I'm playing Ace Attorney. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge, and the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim to the back of his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint and was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. What the hell is a hoser? Does that mean his coat became green due to mold? Yeah. Gumshoe's coat is green now because it got moldy. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir. Here we go, Mia. Hang on. Okay, now, listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready. That pose was way too confrontational. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Fowles. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Fowles was arrested at a police checkpoint. We set up at the base of the mountain. You honestly think Gumshoe can afford a second coat? Dude can't even afford instant ramen. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Do you think all of Gumshoe's furniture is made out of pizza boxes? Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up. Hey, settle down there, kitten. Can you please stop saying that? Is there any chance you could stop? You keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. Gee, I wonder who the fuck this is! They're really fucking laying it on thick at this point, in case you're just so blindsided by how beautiful he is. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here. The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner. I don't need you to worry about me. I mean the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here. You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you've got, kitten. Is there any chance you could stop saying this? It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all night watching. Oh, Mia. Alright, let's press these statements, boy! This unknown person, you have no idea who it might be, right? Sorry, but I'm afraid I do. But The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Fowles. Whoa, what? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Fowles. A note? Is that in my court record? Is it about to be in my court record? Okay. The top secret memo that she left on her desk. Oh my god! Literally a second later, here you go. Oh, thank you. I should probably look at this stuff. Stabbed with a knife in the back. Died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. We saw the map. Confidential police materials written by the victim. Touch the check button for details. February 14th. Oh, Valentine's Day. How romantic. At 1:21 p.m. Fowles. 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Who's that? Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Bum bum bum. According to this note, it seems the one who called her into the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Fowles. Oh, I have to sneeze. Fucking hell. I just got into this. Oh, it's not fucking coming out. God fucking damn it. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer. It's not that detective. It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person. Wait, she learned everything from law from basically YouTube videos? No wonder Phoenix hasn't got a clue what he's doing half the time. Mia, like, sent him a PDF one day. He's like, here's everything you need to know, and half of them were, like, dead hyperlinks. Hey, now, don't make a face at me. I just said it was because the prosecutor told me to. Was that a trap? With that cute face. Oh, my God. I mean, he is cute. You're not wrong. With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. Okay. Press the next statement. A bridge in the mountains? But why meet there? Because it is a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Fowles. Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Cool. Was the body of the victim discovered right away? Oh, I don't know why I'm still, like, voice acting. Air quotes, voice acting. Yeah, we're really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, don't move. We've got you surrounded. Oh, Gumshoe. Everyone is so cute. How am I supposed to take this case seriously? Everyone's so fucking adorable. Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that? The location was a suspension bridge up in the mountains. So how did they find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Huh. If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Fowles, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I'd noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive. Yikes. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Fowles had a car, then. Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? I guess you're not wrong. Is it just me, or, like, the judge... I'm guessing it's because of, limitations with the sprites, but, like, his eyes are yellow. He looks like a weird exotic frog. It's really starting to bother me. What, you mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light. Huh, car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves. I'm not sure how to feel about car thieves. Is this guy sure how he feels about... anything? This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Cool. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Nah, is that what that is? Now I can't unsee it, Mika. Fuck my life. I'm sorry. It's probably because of GBA sprite palette limits. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. Well, she's dead. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct? Yeah. Huh. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed on the back. Could you stop looking at me so fucking intrusively like that? That's so uncomfortable, Diego. Holy crap. Let me take a sip of water here. We're talking about a woman here. You can't tell from this photo what. The knife was stuck in her back nice and firm. Great, good to know. The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange. Do you? Let me press this. What did the defendant have to say about this photo? What he always says, ma'am. I didn't do it, I didn't do nothing. Nut! That's all he says. Nuttin', I wouldn't say he did nuttin'. At the very least, we know he stole a car. I mean, yeah. This much is true. It's just what he always says, Your Honor, and then he always says... sorry. I told a little lie. Or something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely. Emerald Glow. Hey, stay tuned and find out. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Cool, let's press that statement. I don't think I'm gonna get any bonus statements, am I? That certainly is some impressive police work, but I always, you know, you gotta. I heard that in the HD versions, some of the achievements you can only get by pressing all of the statements. So I was like, well, damn, they're enabling me. Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Fowles might try to run. What do you mean it was too close for comfort? The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m., and it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint. That was kind of close. 30 minutes, god damn. Any later, Mr. Fowles would have slipped right by. Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony. The trap? There's an achievement to get every one of Angel Star's lunchboxes in Rise of the Ashes. Oh yeah, I think that was mentioned back when I streamed that. Walk into it carelessly and it'll leave more than just a flesh wound, huh, hon? No, it's not. Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. They really fucking pulled out all the... They really were just like, we gotta make him, like, super hot. They were like, how do we... It's like when they were fucking designing Diego Armando, they were just like, we gotta make sure he's just fucking sexy as all shit. He's even got like a smolder in his profile picture. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards. The ever-famous contradictions. I sure hope I can find some of those. I think I only have one piece of evidence. On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated appointment with Mr. Fowles, and that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Mr. Fowles was arrested at a... must be this one. I don't know why I just pulled it up on two screens. She was stabbed? Yeah, she should be. But she was stabbed in the back. So, like, she should be bloody, but... Written by the victim. I like her jacket. Like, I disagree. Like, I feel like she should be bloody or something, but... how do I say that's a contradiction? Like, present the crime photo to the statement with the crime photo on it? I mean, I guess. No. Not even a little bit. Fuck. Who is that ungodly cool guy standing next to you? The autopsy? Oh, fucking shit. Wow. Wow. I probably should have realized that. I get 3 pieces of evidence. How often do I even fuck up that badly? Alright, get it together. Oh, shit. Fucking... Stabbed with a knife in the back, died from blood. She died from blood loss and there's no blood on her anywhere. I mean, alright. What? No way. Quaid. You fucking lied. Quaid, you fucking lied. Well, the only other thing it could be... I'm gonna do a fucking save state. Wow. I didn't realize this fucking... little mini case where, you know, there's no investigation or anything would be so fucking relentless right away. I did actually think it was it, though. It's okay, it's not your fault. This must be the statement that has an issue, considering it says, I don't see anything strange, do you? Is it the note? No scarf. Yeah, but this is a note written by the victim. She said, Fowls, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge, wear white scarf for identification. Isn't that a command? Alright. Oh, well, I guess that's it. Witness! Hi, Hilda. She is directly underneath me. Hi there! What's the problem? I literally just fed you. I gave you water. I played with you. What could you possibly need? Whatever. I just remembered as you looked at the note. It's okay. What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye? I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh god, is Mia me? This is the first time I've actually had to address someone like that. Ugh, you should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy? Whoa there. Whoa there. That's, ooh. Candy? Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee. Come on, Mia, shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective! Yes, ma'am. This photo, you said that there was nothing peculiar about it. Is that correct? Yeah, that's what I said. Well, then I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim. Oh my god, I'm stuttering. I'm truly channeling Mia in this moment. The note. It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus this special request. I have one very simple question for you, Detective. Where is the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo. Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am. And you stopped there? You should have looked for it. The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so I'd expect she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you're searching so desperately for. Is this one, perchance? That's a blue scarf. What the fuck? Where did you find that, sir? On Dusky Bridge. I was there first and decided to conduct my own investigation. Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. Isn't that, like, against the law? It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. Don't you have to turn that stuff into the police? Didn't Gant, like, yell at you personally for that? What are you doing over there, Hilda? Oh, maybe she probably wants me to go watch her poop. It's not exactly white, as the caller requested. Oh, okay, cool. I thought maybe that was like a graphics limitation thing, but no. It actually just isn't white, it's blue. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day. Prosecutor Edgeworth, he was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time! Yeah, isn't that, like, super illegal? The court will accept the scarf into evidence. I mean, okay. Whatever. Maybe it wasn't the law back then. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is all right with you, isn't it, Miss Faye? Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his smarmy little neck. Evidence law says that unregistered evidence has to be relevant in order to be presented, which it just became relevant. Oh. I'm still mad, though. I'm still mad, though. Ow, shit. I just got, like, a weird pain. Oh. Ow. Very good. Now, if we're done with this mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moves to establish conclusively and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Fowles did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it. Ugh, everything is moving at his whim. Why was Edward richer looking when he was younger? Because the Daddy Von Karma gave him special pockets. Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considers this kid a genius. Goddamn fuck you, you're so hot. Stop it. A genius, huh? Pockets? Yeah. He gave him special pockets. Expensive pockets full of money. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Yeah, it was Hot Pockets, that's exactly right. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf, sir. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Diego Armando is the reason I want to train my taste to like black coffee? What, were you hoping that you would drink black coffee and instantly look like him? I don't understand. You need to drink 17 cups a day. Oh, certainly that's no strain on the heart. Looking at this photo. You really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It is about 40 feet drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below. Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha, a potential witness! So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they said they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel her to testify. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Diego, so Dora's cousin became an attorney when he got older? Yes, that's exactly right. Hilda, where did you go? Hilda? You're making me nervous. Where'd you go? Hold on. I need to go make sure my cat is not wrecking my shit. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. What are you doing? Oh, anyway. You don't need to drink 17, you drink 16 and throw the last one at Phoenix Wright. That's true. So as you can see, Terry Fowles had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on that bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes, it's quite obvious. He's clearly guilty. Not again. That's not fair. Hilda. 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 Don't make me come over there. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean, I only need a boot to the head, TBH, to become Diego. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. Who is this eyewitness? She's a college student. Okay, thank you. A female college student? Hilda, I'm gonna come over there. Don't even get me started! Hilda. Hilda. You were out all day. That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. Really? She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her. Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her. Oh man, for the time being, we're not relying on the witness's statements, that is all. What is that supposed to mean? The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. Damn, you have to sound so condescending. A female college student, eh? It means she's Can we fucking... Tell me she's a female college student again! If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf, sir. The victim is wearing a scarf in that photo, alright. So what about the witness who took this photo? What was the person doing all the way in the mountains? She was taking photos of wildflowers, apparently. There are many unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. Miss people in the area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spooky. Ooh, I'm sorry I didn't put a fucking spooky warning on this stream. Now that you mention this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing. Is it a ghost? I don't believe it. I think it's just fog. It was literally foggy that day. No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Drizzling, huh? That's right. There was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Haha. That's funny. Looks like cold front just moved in. In any case... The point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something. Good for you. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Is that part of the witness's testimony as well? Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal. That's not how you spell the word brutal. Brudillamoose. Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed, or were you the one getting pushed? Did we watch Boot to the Head last night? My internet was crappy. We did! It was great. I loved it. It was my favorite. Or does that mean you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales and the way he said brutal. Did he say brutal? Wait, am I saying brutal wrong? Are you supposed to say brutal? Help. I wonder if he's Canadian. Do Canadians say brutal differently? Am I saying brutal like a Canadian? Hello? Brutal? Yes? What the fuck? How do you not... I'm a Midwesterner! Canadians use a lot of D sounds in place of T. Do people really say brutal? Would I say brutal? Yes, hi, Mika, hello. I'm dying! Who the fuck is like, that was a brutal Ah! Ha. Save your nasty look for the right person. Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself. Stop making references to babies! Hey, watch where you spill your coffee! The court record, huh? Armando, can you not for 5 seconds? Yeah, I'm never gonna get through this case at this point. Whew! So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh? That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am. The area was wet from rain. The bridge was probably wet, too. Which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about this testimony that's still bothering me. Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo. So what do I do? You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean? Of course I do. So the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh? In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth, then that means that somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction waiting to be discovered. That's your chance. Okay. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf. It sure does. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Well, wouldn't there be blood on the scarf? Or no? Maybe that's not it. Worn by the victim at the time of the incident, found on Dusky Bridge. Yeah, it's just muddy. Apparently it's just muddy. Let me check all these statements out again. Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows her wearing the scarf. It sure does. It was drizzling that day. Unfortunately, it's a little hard to see what's going on. It's alright. Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Yeah, that checks out, right? With the autopsy report? I think it's crime photo the fourth statement. I hope I'm right because I remember the coat being clean was a contradiction. Oh yeah, that's weird. Stabbed with a knife in the back. Cause like, why is her... Yeah, cause if her scarf got all muddy, I'm doing a fucking save state. God, this is quite the fucking thing here. A little hard to see what's going on. Hold on. Fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is this one. It's the photo to the fourth statement. Not this photo, the other photo, right? The crime photo? Cool. So at the time of the crime, there was a light drizzle coming down, correct? Yeah, and fog, too. Just generally soggy atmosphere. Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere. But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk. Considering the conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right. Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions that day? Revolve Ocelot, thank you for following. Naturally, the answer is right here. The victim's... coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it. That's exactly what's strange. Remember the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky Bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud. Ugh. That's exactly right. The other day I fell in a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. It's beautiful. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, his glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. Unfortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The surface of the bridge, huh? A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like that. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. The scarf. The evidence is this scarf. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. Ugh. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice You seriously just called me a bimbo? Bruh! Damn, that 20-year-old's really leaking out, isn't it? Hey, same to you, buddy! Edgeworth is a himbo? No fucking gumshoe is a himbo. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Are you about to break out into some fucking Schoolhouse Rock song? Let's look at the explanation this case may... Wow, I'm really struggling. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright, it's not like he's really giving me a choice here. You're doing pretty good for a little kitten. Mr. Armando, stop coming on to me. Now is not the time. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated that she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. That actually really doesn't help me at all. Thanks, Diego. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Tiny Fruit Bat, thank you for following. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. I'm surprised he's not doing the arm grippy thing. But we won't let him. I don't know why I just voiced that like that. I sounded like the judge. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is. Yes. The false evidence in this case is the... I don't think it's the body in the trunk. It looks like the girl. It's the test witness's photo. I don't think so. Testimony? Yeah. Oh, because then she's gonna be like, let's call them to testify! Ah! It's a no-brainer. Obviously it's the witness that's suspicious. Been watching you guys YouTube for ages, but never followed on Twitch for some reason. Hey, you know, no pressure. It's cool if you do. You don't. If you just like watching our, you know, VODs. If you like watching our stuff on YouTube, if that's like more your speed, go right ahead. But if you like coming to streams, that's awesome too. I also love bats, so thank you for coming to the stream, Tiny Fruit Bat. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case... I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called him that. Bleh. I'm so tongue-tied today. I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. There, it's out. I got it out of my mouth. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well, please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kinda worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? There she is! Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh, when I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a— Ew! Also double-double. Super Canadian! This man's craving some fucking Timmies. You look as scrumptious as a Tim Hortons. But that's disgusting. What a nasty. What a nasty. You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand out a verdict just to have a— Ew! Ah! Ew! Stop! Why is everyone in this court fucking nasty! Ew! Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Jesus. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You're a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? Ugh! How can you be so mean? Now see here! What are you doing shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh, I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are. Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I still can't do a Canadian accent, so just imagine he sounds Canadian. What do fucking Canadians sound like? Sorry, I, dropped my beer all over your, pickup truck in the Jimmy's parking lot, eh? The bears. Moose. Maple leaves. I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh ho ho, what a cute camera, just like its owner. Stop it! You're fucking weird. That's so nasty! She witnessed a murder, for fuck's sake! Professionalism is fucking dead in this courtroom. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry- Make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Alright, let's do some cross-examining. Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. Bailiff whacked the judge's pee-pee. Yeah, no shit, really. It's only February? Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come. What the fuck kind of excuse is that? I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. What the fuck? I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly? See, this is why pressing all the statements is important. What would I do if I didn't get dialogue like this? Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Edgeworth. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I am a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there, so I decided to watch them like some kind of peeping Tom. It's fine. We've been told about 6 times that you're just a college student girl, so I won't take anything you say too seriously or nothing. I sometimes forget just how weird the Canadian judge is. Yeah, You can keep him. I like the other judge better. He's fucking weird too, but this one's worse. Not at all everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. At least he's honest. Too much information, Your Honor. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. True. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Okay. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? Huh? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought maybe you overheard what they said. Yeah, just start crying. That's a good tactic. Fuck that. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. Ugh. That's when I heard and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Oh shit. I wanted to fucking press that statement. If you want a Hilda update from when she was harassing before, now she's sleeping. Aren't ya? She was being a fucking menace before, now she's conked out sleeping. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. Didn't you just say you're going to college for literature? I thought this was the normal judge, but younger. I only played the first Phoenix Wright. Ah! This case and the next one are so full of spoilers, man! You should play the other games! Ah! But no, it's not. It's a different guy. It's his cousin, actually. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. So he wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that has any bearing on this. Ha, hilarious. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police. From what phone? You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape. We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Terry Fowles isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. Stop it! You're so hot! Stop it! I don't even- every time it pans over to Diego, I'm just like, stop! Fuck this guy. But like, you know, Mika, that's aggressive. Sometimes I get a little bit aggressive. It's okay. I'm young. I can afford to raise my blood pressure every now and then. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay, I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Nothing really wrong with that. Weird, but okay. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Let me check out that photo again. Is this the crucial moment? They're just looking at each other. I don't know what's fucking crucial about it, but okay. Like... whatever, it's fine, I guess. Oh, I should check out the description of the camera, just in case. Melissa Foster took the witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. It's also pink and very kawaii. I think by crucial, she's trying to say the moment of the murder. I mean, I guess. And right after that, I called the police. It's really weird. Let me check out the evidence. Stabbed in with a knife in the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5. Alright. Yeah, that seems fine. Confidential. 4:30 p.m. at that bridge where White Scholar for identification. Time, okay, that's not relevant. Probably not relevant. Found on Dusky Bridge. Fun fact, dahlia flowers are toxic. Well, you know. Right after that, I called the police. She did say she was behind a mountain in the map, I think. Yeah, she did say that she was, like, on a... She was kind of, like, below them. That's why the photograph looks like she's kind of below. I don't get how this is the crucial moment photo. Still. It's just them looking at each other. Oh, man, I'm stumped. What does Diego have to say about this? Be careful, kitten. That girl's a judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in that testimony. Save state and present. Wait, just present anything? Wow, Quake coming at me with the real fucking tactics here. Just save state and present all of your fucking evidence at rapid fire. Ah, man. Present the witness photo? Oh, yeah, I guess maybe, but that seems weird. Fuck it. That's all I got. Alright, let's see. Witness's photo. Oh, shit. Okay. Present your badge. Damn, I should have done that. Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Damn, so I was actually on the right track? Well, shit. I was actually on the right fucking track! Aw, damn, son! Every now and then, my stupid little dumb idiot brain is like, hey, I had a thought just now. A good one. Well, you see? The photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it. Oh! My apologies, young lady, but Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? Isn't this a digital camera? That really looks like a digital camera to me, but okay. Oh no, because that thing on the left side of it, is that where the film would go? I guess. Because they still sell cameras shaped like that, but it's fine. It doesn't say in the description it's digital, right? A small but powerful model. Nope. Okay. This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the God, this is a problem I have all the time. I see the word photograph and I start to pronounce it like photographer. Really different words. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are made of the All the other photos are of the witness herself playing among wild flowers. That's weird. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer filter. Oh my god! I'm struggling so much with this today. Okay, Vika. Just, I'm gonna take a drink of water, maybe that'll help. It's like I say, I have those days where I'm playing Ace Attorney or something text-heavy, and I can read all the dialogue no problem, and I can say things smoothly and coherently, and then some days it's like my tongue just fucking, like, literally cramps, and it's just like, I can't read words. Timer filter like King Crimson? No. Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So, you took photos of yourself? I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. So the judge has also taken dick pics, is what he's saying. Cool. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait, just a minute. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Canada! Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy really is a sucker for sweet talk. Looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. What the fuck? Why are we just back to this? Wait, why didn't she... What? Huh? Huh? So she just elaborated on her original testimony, but they didn't... Oh, okay, cool. Whatever. It updated the testimony? Yeah, I don't know, it was kind of weird, and not really what I expected. It's fine. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers, right? Then I noticed there were two people standing up in the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. Yeah, it's the same as before. The victim turned around and tried to run away. Alright, let's talk about that. The victim, why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. True. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy... Quaggy? What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Edgeworth? Like you, I'm sure he would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why you? If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. Okay, Judge, no one asked. There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. 10 yards is pretty far, according to this little diagram here that says 5 yards. It's a little weird. It seems like she ran a pretty great deal. She could have run all the way to the car. That's like the length of the bridge. Let's talk about this. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Of the nature of, or of resembling a quagmire, marshy, boggy, soft, or flabby. Did you just call me up, like, fat? Maybe fat tits. God damn, Edgeworth. Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. I think you're right here. Yeah, I think I'm onto something. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her. Yeah, whatever. That seems to make sense. I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off. Huh. You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why. God, he's so fucking hot. God damn it. If Terry Fowles isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange to that girl's testimony. Don't go in the chat being all like, oh, you reprimanded the judge for calling Melissa hot to her face, but you're here over and over again mentioning how hot Diego is. It's not like I compared him to some coffee and donut holes. It's not like I was like, damn, I want to fucking chug that dick like a McFlurry. So anyway, that girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. Yeah. Lewd, Mika. Yeah, I know, mentioning McFlurries. Too lewd. Too hot for Twitch. Too hot for Twitch. Yeah, that has to be bullshit compared- I'm gonna do a save state, but I'm guessing it's like, that's the whole length of the bridge. She should have been able to go fucking barreling down the hill at that point. I want to drink a coffee with Diego, that would be fun. Wink. Wink wink. Yeah, bitch, I knew it. Hell yeah. Oh, that's it, everybody. I'm gonna quit streaming and I'm going to law school. I'm gonna quit being a streamer. I'm going to law school now. Bye, everyone. I'm also legally changing my name to Mia. It's just like I was talking about in the other streams where I was like, well, you know, Mika is short for Michaela. Could I just be like Mia? Is that like reasonable? To be like, Mia is short for Michaela? Could you pass that off? And people were like, yeah, you could do that. And then I was like, what if? What if I just was like, I'm gonna be Mia now? Which is, it's kind of tempting, mostly just because it's one less letter. And I feel like people would spell it wrong less. You know, because I could be like, I'm Mia, M-I-A, and then I'm pretty sure people wouldn't misspell that, but I don't know. I say that, but you know how people are. I go to Starbucks, and I'd be like, yeah, can I have a grande Americano with an extra shot of espresso for Mia, M-I-A? And they're like, sure, and I'd walk to the end of the counter, and it'd be like M-E-E-Y-A-H, and I'd be like, okay. Alright, cool. Anyway, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry! One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area.
According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then... she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does all of this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. I love that part in the song where it goes, ba-dum-bum-bum. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in the Are you fucking... What did you say? You fucking gave me a bad map. You gave me a shitty map. And they were like, here's the evidence. Use this in court. And I was like, cool, thanks. I get to court, and then Edgeworth's like, actually, this map is wrong. What the fuck? This is a court of law! Ah! What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that... What the fuck? You... And nobody... Ah! Edgeworth, like, just found out about the updated evidence. Damn, that shit sucks. Fuck you. Fuck you, Edgeworth. Fuck you. Fuck you, Edgeworth. I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. You son of a fucking bitch. You did this intentionally. You goddamn... I have so many nasty words I want to call Edgeworth right now. That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. No fucking shit he did! Ah! Oh, I'm sorry, Hilda. Hilda. I'm sorry. Okay. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward! Yeah, that's definitely the word I would have used. Well, Miss Faye, it seems you once again made a reckless... How is that reckless? I didn't know! I'm sorry, Hilda. I'm sorry. This game is making me viscerally angry right now, Hilda. She does... You can't see Hilda. But she just turned towards me with her tiny little kitty cat face, and she looks so tired, and she's just blinking at me like, really, bitch? God damn it. Ugh! Okay, moving on.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. No, 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 no. It wasn't your fuck. Ah! When is the last time a case in the series has made me this angry? I'm about to fucking start rage crying. Oh god, I think I just gave myself a headache. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? Fuck off, fuck you, fuck off, die. Eat shit, die. I'd like to establish once and for all what it was the witness actually saw. Indeed. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry, just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Wonder if they'll make another Phoenix Wright soon? How long ago did the Spirit of Justice come out? They'll probably make another one. Because Spirit of Justice was the last Gyakutan Saiban that came out, correct?
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
They're definitely making Ace Attorney 7? My dick is rock hard! I'm sorry. Stop yelling. I'm gonna wake up Hilda again. She's gonna be like, bitch, come on, just stop. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh, well, maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. Gee, thanks, you're really making me feel better. They really make a great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet! That's what I like to hear. Stop it, Capcom had an announcement a bit back which said they were going to make 3 new Ace Attorney things, a new mainline title being one of them. When was that? I feel like someone would have told me that. I did not hear that information. Or maybe I did and just forgot already. We've gotten the first thing, which was the new Ace Attorney Trilogy re-release. Oh shit, do you think the new Ace Attorney will be on the Switch? Ooh, fuck. Tell me more, Capcom. Tell me more! Ah! Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack.
I think it'll be multi-plat if I'm being honest. Okay, true, but still, do you think it'll be on the Switch? My dick is hard. My dick is very hard. Alright, anyway. Just focus on finishing this case right now. I don't have all the time in the world. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on that bridge? Actually, maybe she did. Oh god. Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy. Yeah, we established that. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so— Fuck off already! God damn it! Your debut in court, and you really— From the get-go, Edgeworth, you knew how to make yourself a royal pain in the ass. Well, young lady? Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Gross. Huh. We're one steep too slow. Steep step. Wow, cool. 3D Ace Attorney? It's been 3D. Yeah, okay, Quaint said it's been 3D since 2012. Yeah, Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice are both in 3D. And they look nice. And then what did the defendant do after that? Then he carried it over to the car. Like, first person look at things. Oh, that? I don't know about that. You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off. Oh, you mean the scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. If even possible for him to have carried a dead body on the bridge like that, Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Because I'm pointing it out. Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. Aren't all the Phoenix Wrights? You should call them Ace Attorney games, not Phoenix Wrights, because there's also, like, Ace Attorney Investigations and Apollo Justice, and those are part of the series. And, fucking, what's it called? But they're not all on PC. Yeah, only the I blame the branding, yeah. The new trilogy was the first time they ported Ace Attorney stuff to the PC. Yep, and they don't have Ace Attorney Investigations or Apollo Justice or Spirit of Justice or Dual Destinies on PC. But it would be nice if they did, because I would like to play them that way. Because it would be really easy to stream them that way, because I want to stream them. Cool. I blame the branding. Yeah, the Ace Attorney's still more correct though. Yeah, well, the branding, they couldn't help it, because back then they didn't know all these other games would come out back when they localized the games back in like 2006 or whatever. They were like, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I mean, they called it Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney as the title. And then, you know, the second game happened and they're like, well, I guess we're gonna end up with a really long name, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Because if they just called it Ace Attorney, like people knew it by Phoenix Wright. And then it was like, how do people know what game this is? Like, what this is about? So they had to put Ace Attorney on it, and then they just kept digging the hole. Oh, anyway. Apollo Justice is the only game I refer to by the name of the person in the title. Yeah, same. Even Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth I call Ace Attorney Investigations. So anyway! Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face... So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face? Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw. Excellent, you're remarkably... Oh yeah, why don't you just give her a fucking pat on the ass and a gold star while you're at it? God. Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what? Hey, kitten, have you ever put salt in your coffee? Can I help you? Sir, this is a McDonald's drive-thru. No? Why would I? Why not? Damn, you got me there. I put butter in my coffee before, but not salt. It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Is he okay? No, not even slightly. Listen, my point is if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence. He's right, Mia. Go present something. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. Okay, cool. Alright. Sweet. By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all. Good for you. Alright. He quickly picked her up in his arms. Let me take a look over this again. That's fine. Found on Dusky Bridge. There's a camera. Alright. And he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Yeah. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Wait, why the fuck wouldn't he chuck it off the bridge, though? I mean, alright. Sure. Does peanut butter melt? Because peanut butter and coffee, if it dissolves, sounds good. I don't think it would. I think you would end up with, like, speckly peanut sludge in your coffee. I probably wouldn't recommend doing that. Why wouldn't he indeed? Yeah, right? Like, I don't think so. Couldn't he have just chucked it in the river? How hard would that be? Should I present something to that? It's like, he couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. No, but he could have just fucking chucked it in the river so he didn't have a dead body in his car. Did you consider that one? What do I present? Do I present the map and be like, hey, reminder, there was a whole ass river there. Remember that? I'll try the map. Nope. Nope. Not even. Alright. It was just a thought. That's definitely the right track. Yeah, but what the fuck do I present for that? Oh, wait. Oh, maybe the wrong statement. Yeah, I just put it on the wrong statement. Ow! Alright. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? You fucking morons. Take another. When someone was like, Mika, when you stream Ace Attorney, I always imagine the things that you say in between are like actually being said by Phoenix or Mia or whoever. And I'm just like, I hope just now you really imagine Mia was just like, you fucking morons. Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So why the fuck wouldn't you chuck a body in it? Ever put salt in your coffee? It might taste better than sugar. Quickly try salt behind her back to prove his point. Oh, by the way, don't do that. It doesn't taste good. And the kidnapping case 5 years ago. The victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed that body in the river. Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care about the way you put that, Miss Faye, but I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Ugh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh shit. That's what she actually said, just without the curse words in it. Damn, Mia. Glad we're really sharing the brain cell. What the fuck are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your... That isn't what the point is at all, asshole! None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous! Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who is he talking about?
All right, I'll do my best.
Oh my god, okay. What's changed? Carried it over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Let's talk about it. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. So that's when you called the police? You're sure that you saw that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. How could she have seen that? Right. Just the same evidence again. Different statement, same evidence. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of the rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. It's true. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Oh. Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
No!
God, is everyone in this court just fucking dumb as a bag of rocks? I climbed, bitch. Yeah, that's what she's gonna say. Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? What the fuck does ballyhoo mean? Is that a Canadian thing? Asian 1994, are you there? Is that Canadian? Do Canadians say that? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled into a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute! You can't just say that! Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Except for me, Miles Edgeworth. Yes indeed, quite true. You know what they say. To err is to human, to forgive, divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair! Wait a minute, that's fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Goddamn bullshit. I know, right? Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando! Don't look back until the trial's over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair! Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell us, how did you know that? How did you know that he broke into the trunk? Until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. I mean, there are. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. Do we know why Godot has a visor now? Do you think they would do that without explaining it? You gotta wait, kids. You gotta wait. Just sit down, take a breather, just wait. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere? I mean, obviously I'm supposed to say it doesn't work. I'm gonna do a save state. You could have said yes and I'd be happy to find out why. Okay. Alright, Jen, scratch what I just said.
Yes.
Oh boy. It doesn't work.
Melissa Foster, it looks like you've finally betrayed yourself. What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? I mean, he drove off, didn't he? That is weird.
Finally! I finally got her!
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Fey explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation.
Fuck, now they're gonna ask me. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... she put the corpse in herself. It was her! Wait, it is that? No, wait, what? She put... I don't remember this at all. She put the corpse in there? What evidence do I have to support that? I have no evidence to support that she put a fucking body... Oh, party my yacht. Body in a car. It's what happened. Alright, it's what's for dinner.
There's only one way the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What was it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Fowles had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
This is a remix to Ignition, coming right out the kitchen.
Oh, I see.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. It couldn't have been Mr. Fowles that put the body in that trunk. No!
Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could have only been put in the trunk when the incident occurred, and we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself.
Well, do I just present the camera? It has a timer function. So, yeah, okay, cool. I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at her camera. I was wondering when since it got put into my evidence, I was like, when is this gonna come up? When is this gonna be used evidence?
I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at her camera. It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Almost as if the camera was brought just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Fey? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly, she was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. God, here it is. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the bridge occurred? Fuck. Ah, I can't look at my evidence? Oh, I'm gonna pee. I wonder who that is. Yeah. V. What? Bruh. Oh.
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Bum bum ba. Order, order, order! Miss Fey, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may.
After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could have only been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine. Of course Mr. Fowles met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Fowles. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Fowles met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster!
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Fowles himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped him get convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. Sour, please. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Fowles had forgotten what it's in the note. Fowles, 4:30 p.m. at that bridge. Wear white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia. Yeah. Mr. Fowles had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Fowles who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No!
Well, he did say she's delicate. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's the true criminal. Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. Recess. The defense and the prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. Fuck! To be continued. Mr. Fowles. I'm sorry. Actually, it's already 1:40 a.m. and I actually have to go to bed early tonight. Would you guys rather that I finished this case, because it's kind of a mini case, or would you rather that I moved on to Tomodachi Life? Because if you want like an hour's worth of Tomodachi Life tonight, I'm gonna have to start it like now. Otherwise, finish, I'd say Tomodachi, finish. Oh man, mixed. 2 votes for Tomodachi, 2 votes for finishing the case. What about Raven's Wedding? Tomodachi, finish. Oh man! You guys are like fully divided. I actually don't remember how much longer this takes. Quaint, do you have any idea how much longer it is? It's too split, I know. That's why I'm like, shit. Finish it! Ah, finish. Oh my god. Everyone in the chat. Oh my god, I didn't even realize how many people were actively in the chat. Everyone's coming up to be like, finish him! Might as well finish, I mean. Tomodachi, do whatever you want. Maybe an hour or so. Oh, fuck. See, I just don't have that time, and I do want to do Tomodachi tonight. I really hate to leave on such a cliffhanger. But, I mean, like I said earlier, if it comes down to, like, people coming into the stream tomorrow, I will warn, just like I did before, we're in the real meat of Trials and Tribulations, where it's just, like, everything is spoilers. It's so spoiler. It's probably longer than an hour. I don't think you can beat this in an hour. Oh, God, I feel so bad, but I'm so sorry. I do want to still do Tomodachi tonight. And then I can stop whenever I want, because even then, if I continue this case right now, we might get to the point where I still have to stop preemptively because I do have to get up early. I'm a busy lady and I have things to do tomorrow. So, I'm sorry. You'll be streaming tomorrow? Yeah, I'll still stream tomorrow. It's okay. I'm not so busy as that I won't stream tomorrow, so I'll be right back to this case tomorrow. I'm gonna do a save state right now, so I don't forget. How about Tomodachi tonight, then full Ace Attorney tomorrow? Unfollowed. I mean, if this is what makes you unfollow, that's on you. Yeah, yeah. JK, good luck tomorrow. Thank you. IDK, just a suggestion. We'll see. I might do that. I might just do only Ace Attorney tomorrow, just so that everyone in the chat can be like, why aren't you playing Tomodachi? Where's Tomodachi Life? Where the fuck is Tomodachi Life? How could you? But, Flaho blocked and reported. When do your streams usually start? 10 or 11 p.m. usually. Usually Andy or someone streams before me around prime time, and then I start around like 10 or 11. Every so often, if nobody streams or if they stop early, I might start at like 9. Usually no earlier than 9. Like 10 p.m. normal time or your time. I live in American Midwestern time. What are you talking about? I'm what do you call it? Central time is the time that I'm based on. So, like, I don't know what normal time is. Oh, so 2 hours ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Is Central Time not normal time to you? Anyway, I did a save state. If you don't know, Fowls will break all his teeth. Good fucking point, right? Alright, so I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll be back with Tomodachi Life. Don't go away. Again, sorry to... I was joking, Mika. Oh. How can I tell you're joking if you don't put Kappa? You gotta be like... And you know me, even when people put Kappa, I start thinking like, what if they're not joking? I'm so weird, you guys. You gotta be like, oh, so Kappa, like Kappa, normal time, Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Otherwise, I will still be like, I don't know if they're joking. I can't tell! Okay. I'm gonna take a break. And I'll be back with Tomodachi Life. Please don't go anywhere. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I don't have the music! Oh, wait, no, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll be right back. Ah!